my name is Leslie Gall, and I'm the CEO of Visit Oceanside. As a proud supporter of the Oceanside Museum of Art, I want to welcome you to Night of the Living Art, an Art After Dark fashion extravaganza. We are excited to be sponsoring such a vibrant and colorful event tonight. There's never been a more important time for arts and entertainment in our community. Our cultural resources play a vital role in our quality of life, allowing us for those much needed escapes. From a tourism standpoint, you're an important part of the visitor experience, as you provide the opportunity to make new and meaningful discoveries while driving positive economic impact to the region. I've always believed institutions like OMA are essential to creating communities where people want to live, work, and play. Here's to a successful event, OMA, a true O-Side original.
Happy Halloween, everybody. I'm Bob Self, ringmaster of Baby Tattoo Carnival of Astounding Art. We've been here together before for Art After Dark. It's a different kind of a year, but still having a good time. Here with a tricky treat is my magician friend, Simon Cornell. Take it away, Simon.
There are a lot of different ways you can approach creating the emotion of astonishment, wonder, surprise, whatever you want to call it. One of my favorites involves these 3 poker chips. And the goal is to move them one at a time from my right hand over to my left hand, without you seeing it, create the illusion of them just teleporting across. Now, you might have heard the phrase, the hand is quicker than the eye. Normally it's not, but in this case, watch. 1, 2, 3. As it apparently moves across. Now, that was probably too quick to see, obviously. So to give you a better chance to catch it, let's slow it down a little bit. From here to here. 1, 2, slightly slower. Still looks pretty trippy. So for the 3rd time, this time really slowly. Slow enough that you can hopefully catch it. From here to here. Too slow, I get it. Let's try that again. Thing is, if we do go too slowly, you will catch it. So for the final one, instantaneously, back up to full speed, right across to the other side. And on that note, I will hand you over to Bob.
Thank you for that, Simon. We'll be presenting something pretty amazing at the museum in 2021. We look forward to more magic, more mystery with you when we see you then. Meantime, stay safe, everyone.
standing by for any fire emergencies.
Hi, kids. This is Fire Marshal Bill. Let me tell you something.
Hello, Oceanside Museum of Art. It's Sister Lavinia Longtime. I'm sad we couldn't be together this year. Art After Dark is one of my favorite events of the year. I have so much fun with you all, but I'm so grateful that you're doing an online virtual event. It's amazing what we can do when we put our minds to it in the midst of a pandemic, right? I am sure that all of your looks are fabulous and flawless. I have so much fun looking at all of your fabulous costumes each year, getting to know each one of you. It is such a wonderful event, and I just love everything that you do there at the Oceanside Museum of Art. So I'm sending you so much love from your neighbor a little bit down south. May your glasses be full and fulfilling. May your hearts be radiant and fulfilled. May you feel connected to your community, and don't forget to vote. And remember, you just call out my name, and you know wherever I am, I'll come running just to see you again. Winter, spring, summer, fall, all you got to do is call, and I'll be there, yeah, 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 yeah. You got a friend. Love, Sister Lavinia.
Happy Halloween, Oceanside. I'm Bill Burney, President and CEO of Front Wave Credit Union. As a proud partner of the Oceanside Museum of Art, Front Wave is excited to be a part of the Night of the Living Art Extravaganza. Maria and her crew do a spooktacular job year over year with this event, and we know that no Corona coaster is going to derail them from providing us yet another frightening show. For nearly 70 years, Front Wave Credit Union has been committed to making financial dreams come true right here in Oceanside. And the Oceanside Museum of Art has demonstrated that same commitment in its support of local and regional artists in this wonderful place that we call home. So I want to give a super spooky shout out for all the wonderful work that the vampire crew at the Oceanside Museum of Art do to continue the Night of the Living Art tradition, even when they can't get close enough to get a sneaky bite off of one of their patrons. So please, join me. Grab a cup of your favorite potion, gather up to the cauldron. Don't forget to bid in the silent auction. On behalf of Front Wave Credit Union and the Oceanside Museum of Art, thank you so much for what you do. Enjoy the show.
Hi, my name is Gwen Bates. I'm here with Fashion Week San Diego and GFash LLC. I'm super honored tonight to be here with my co-MC, Jan, which is an amazing woman of these amazing nails. We are here at the Oceanside Museum of Art on this amazing night full of fashion, wearable art, and the Fashion Extravaganza. It's the first of its kind, it's live, it's a virtual event, and you're not going to want to miss it. Tonight, we do have something that's very unique, and I'm not sure if you know this, but everybody has the opportunity to vote on their favorite designer. And so this designer would be someone you think who had the most wearable or unique item of wearable art. So, without further ado, make sure that you vote. I believe the votes are only $1 each vote, and it helps go back to a really good cause at Oceanside Museum of Art. And the winner is going to get a pop-up display in the museum store here at OMA. And I'm going to hand this off to Jan.
Thank you, Gwen. What an honor to co-MC and to co-host this amazing event. Usually we come to the OMA and we see art on the walls and we see incredible paintings and sculpture, but this is wearable art, which really transcends just art, and it goes in to avant-garde fashion, which we all have a passion for. I think it really presents a huge challenge for the artists to do art in 3D, to do art in motion, to not only do high-level designs, but to make it wearable. I think that really makes the task very unique and very complicated, making Gwen and my job very difficult, because on top of emceeing this fabulous show and co-hosting, we are also judges for the grand prize. So in the grand prize, the winner overall after our fashion show will actually win their own exhibit here at the Oceanside Museum of Art next year in 2021. Their own incredible exhibit. So we are so excited. Gwen, I think our job is going to be really, really difficult. The art is amazing. Yeah, do you have a favorite piece yet?
I don't want to let that cat out the bag, but I have my eye on a few, but I think everybody is incredible tonight. And everything is so amazing. The creativity is over the top incredible. So I'm not going to let you in on my secret yet. You'll know closer to the time.
Closer to the time. And I also have to say I have my eye on a couple of pieces because I hear they might be available in the museum store for purchase. Just saying. So I've been shopping all night backstage. I can't wait. And here we are at the OMA Museum Store. It is the store of my dreams. Wait till you see accessories, items from the show of our wearable Art After Dark event that, guess what? you can buy if I don't get to them first. So when we look at these pieces, look at all the decorative. I love the flora and fauna, the bling that you see on this side. Quite the opposite on this side. I really have my eye on this amazing mask from Saki. Look at the intricacy. And you know what I love about this piece is that it's very, very lightweight. It looks heavy like armor, but it's very lightweight, made of a foam material that the wings were made of as well. So most of these amazing pieces you see, you can actually go on the website. You're watching the show anyway. Better Unite. You can buy most of the pieces that you see. Some of them I think are sold already, but a lot of them are available. And the looks from the show you can purchase as well. There will be an auction on most of your favorite pieces. So how much fun is that? You see an art show, you look at all of this incredible work, the craftsmanship, the artistry, the tie to avant-garde fashion. It reminds me of an Alexander McQueen show, reminds me of Givenchy in Paris. Yet here we are at the Oceanside Museum of Art. Art After Dark, one of the most important events in Southern California. So take a look. Look at these. Is this a crown? I think it might be a crown or a corset, maybe a corset. But, and wearing this around your neck, why not? I even love, this is one of my favorite pieces. Look at this, warrior woman and out to a party in our homes. Yes, I can see myself wrapped up in the living room in front of the fireplace in this very piece. So enjoy the show. Make sure you go shopping. It goes to a great cause, our favorite museum, the Oceanside Museum of Art. So enjoy the show and have fun. Have a great night. we are behind the scenes at the Oceanside Museum of Art. This time the show focuses on wearable art. This is an art extravaganza of fashion, style, and design. And we're back here behind the scenes with our hair, makeup, and nail team. And this is Yvonne. How are you? Good to see you. We'll keep a little distanced here, but I know you are the head of the hair, makeup, and nail team backstage here for the OMA event. And you have some phenomenal students from Bellis Academy. So how do you feel about the show?
It's really inspiring. I think that definitely at this time it's nice for them to come and be able to work on real life events and be able to get re-inspired and motivated to continue their journey.
Well, and to see this amazing art, this wearable art with texture and inspiration. This is avant-garde artistry. What a project for you and the students to look at the art and then interpret it in terms of beauty.
Yeah, it's definitely an honor to be able to work with your nails and the designers, and just so that we can all collaborate and make something huge.
Make something huge, make history. So I know we have Jorge, who is doing something phenomenal, I'm sure. Hold your nails up, girl. Those are, beauty is more than just hair, makeup, beautiful lashes. It's the whole story, right? It's like beauty becomes a key accessory in the storytelling for the artist. So Jorge, it's so good to see you.
Good to see you too. Thank you for the invitation.
So any key points of inspiration that you had for the makeup, Jorge?
Yes, definitely. So what we got inspired is basically on the big runways and also the avant-garde looks, especially focusing on art, which is the main focus. And also, as you can see, is a lot of different looks. So we try to accommodate all the looks to fit every style. And just to bring the best of it and get inspired by what they're going to be wearing.
Well, and let's face it, your team of hair, makeup, and nail professionals, especially coming from Bellis Academy, you two are artists.
Yes, and actually one of the things with Bellis Academy, I was one of the students for Bellis Academy, so I'm very proud that we're working together today as one team, so to make this happen. And it is an honor to be here, and thank you for all of you guys to invite us to be part of this.
It is our honor to have you, and it will be so fun to see how you were inspired by the artists, by the looks, the avant-garde textures, and how you bring it to life in this first event of living art at the Oceanside Museum of Art. So thank you so much, Jorge. Yes, have fun. And hey, we have to check out, look at all the goodies over here. Wow, nails galore, everything from something sort of simple and runway all the way to the extravagant avant-garde. So it is art from head to toe. So here we are, buckle up, the show is going to begin soon. See you there. so excited. I am here with the famous, fabulous Melissa Meyer. She is a featured artist here at the Oceanside Museum of Art. And look at this magnificent wheat doggy, right? A doggy.
Well, there is a doggy wheat sculpture that I created, and but it's not here for the show because I don't think the dog wheat could walk with you unless we put little wheels at the bottom.
But she is like the queen of the wheat fields, and I understand you were taking a walk in Switzerland through a wheat field and you had a vision, and this is the vision.
Yes, exactly. And I just loved seeing the field and the, you know, how the wind was blowing through the wheat, and I just felt like I could make something out of the wheat.
So, but to have that vision and to sort of feel that magic of being in Switzerland surrounded by wheat, how do you translate kind of that emotion into something that is so sculptural and so commanding, and yet it reminds me very much of Alexander McQueen on the runway? Like, how does that all come together?
I don't know. I think what I first do is I have the wheat in my hand and I start to play with it and see what inspires me. And actually, a little bit of the the British soldiers in the front of Buckingham Palace with the helmets coming out was a little bit of inspiration. And I wanted to be very feminine, and I just start putting the wheat together and seeing what patterns, are interesting.
Wow. Are you gluten-free?
No, thank goodness.
I know. So as long as you're not chewing on the art, and everything is good. Yeah, no, and so it's got to be a medium that is quite torturous on your own hands, I would imagine.
It is, and on the body too. That's why I had to apologize already to the model. Like, I hope you won't be mad at me towards the end of this runway. So.
There's no sitting, and there's no laying down on the job. So you're going to be upright for the next couple of hours, but you look fabulous. How do you feel in all this wheat?
I'm a little itchy, but not bad so far.
Well, it looks gorgeous with your skin tone, and I know you're going to rock it on the runway. And Melissa, what an honor to meet you, to have you here at the OMA. Your talent is just simply, truly extraordinary. So congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Hi, we're here at the Oceanside Museum of Art on this special night of fashion, wearable fashion art. And I'm super excited for this next designer who's going to explain to us her inspiration for this amazing look. And the artist is Danielle Jean of Danielle Jean Designs. So can you let us know what inspired this? Because this is truly unique.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yeah, I'm so honored to be able to be part of this show because I'm a member at OMA and their Artist Alliances group, and almost be doing so much for local artists. And I'm happy to give it back. So my designer name is Serenity, and she's gorgeous, as you can say. So in terms of inspiration, I'm actually by profession, I'm a landscape architecture design. So I'm really into living arts, but the dyed palm leaves has its own uniqueness. And I'm really into sustainability, repurpose, reuse, and just everything's natural here. Other than this, but this is all leather and this is all natural, so it's a special way to treat it. And I just love the imperfectionist, so I had idea maybe color it. No, I think I just leave it natural. So yeah, so I'm really happy. And the headpiece, actually, my background is Chinese, and if you trace all the way back, like Qing Dynasty, the emperor at age 19 united China, and he actually has this look for the emperor's wear. So I got a lot of culture and arts inspiration from my own background. So I'm happy to share with everyone here.
She's an amazing artist. Not only did she make sure that I was comfortable the whole time, but she's super kind, and I feel like that being kind as an artist means a lot and speaks a lot. It goes a long way, and I'm so happy to, be your model.
Yeah. I think my top 3 things, actually, I just look at some old notes, remind me is integrity, creativity, and what's the third? Oh, kind. I think that's my top 3 priorities. So thank you for pointing it out. I really appreciate it.
Well, that's awesome, and it goes a long way in this industry as well. So never lose that.
Well, I am so excited. We are backstage for the Wearable Art Show here at the OMA, and look at who I ran into, one of the most fabulous artists. This is Diana Carey. Diana, welcome. And look at this extravaganza. It looks like an outfit that you would buy for like a garden party, an avant-garde, like wonderful garden party with Johnny Depp out in the garden. But Diana, you have to tell us, what is the medium that you have used behind this incredible art? It's beautiful.
Thank you very much. Well, I paint like this in my paintings. My paintings are large canvases that I throw the paint. I never paint or have underpainting or underdrawing on the canvas, and I paint impressionist paintings with a style of using sticks and brushes to throw the paint on. So 2 years ago, the Cannon Gallery held a show for TWA artists. They're the 20 women artists of San Diego, and the exhibit was called The Prom, 17 on Being 17. And so the whole idea behind that was youth and what happens when you're 17 and what it feels like when you're coming out and blossoming. So my whole dress was about that blossoming. And I used the same technique that I do in my work. So this was laid on the ground, and I threw the paint using a stick and using brushes to get the splatter. The stick gets that line movement, that linear movement. And I applied for this show thinking I would just love to see this come to life, to see it on a model, because it has never been on a model. And when I was accepted, I realized it needed more. The hat and the gloves and the shoes were made specific for this show to go with this dress, because it just needed to bloom. It needed
amazing. So we have to have our model do a little slow turn, because the intricacy behind the hat, I love the sort of hiding flora and fauna. It looks like that's a little peacock. Amazing. And I would imagine as an artist having to paint on a 3D surface with all the folds and movement, that offers a few complexities that maybe you wouldn't have on a flat canvas.
Absolutely. Absolutely. On fabric and on the hat I actually had to completely pull apart, or it wouldn't have, I wouldn't have had it in every place that needed the paint. So I deconstructed all the petals and pulled it apart. The small cap of the hat was, again, a resale from Mr. Hats, who I loved, and it had a wonderful sort of cigarette girl look to it. So I pulled that apart and then applied the roses after I had painted them to match the bodice of the dress. The shoes, can you show your shoes? Nice. Aren't those pretty?
Nice.
Again, the same technique of throwing. The difficulty is that this all has to be done on the ground or it drips. So everything is down on the ground when I paint, and I stand above it and then throw the picture, and I don't necessarily have the perspective I should have to see where the paint's going to lie, and I'm always surprised that it's come across well.
Well, you really made it look so flawless and so easy. The result is magnificent, but I have one burning question. Dry clean only?
No, actually, because I work like this, my clothing looks like this. These I made, and this I made, but my pants, my normal pants, are just filled with paint because I'm constantly throwing, and I throw them in the washer. They come out.
This dress?
This dress I wouldn't throw in the washer. My jeans don't throw in the washer. This dress is not going in the washer. No.
But it's a once in a lifetime moment, and certainly here at the OMA is that moment.
Well, I am really honored. When I have walked around and seen the dresses that are here and the clothing that is here, I am so honored.
It's amazing. Well, congratulations on a beautiful job. Good luck with the show. Have fun walking the runway, and we'll see you there. So we are backstage right before the wearable art show here at the OMA. And I ran into the head docent. She is amazing, multi-talented. This is the fabulous Susan, who not only can bring stories to life in the museum, but she's also a fabulous model. Susan, you never told me.
I didn't even know until last night.
No, so what, are you channeling your inner warrior woman?
I actually went online before I got here and pulled up all the spring summer runway shows, and so I thought that I wanted that image in my head when I was walking.
So it's a little, I don't know, I'm thinking it's a little Gareth Pugh, a little Givenchy from a couple of seasons ago. I love the armor, but most importantly, may I say, the fabulous nails. It really works. So do you have your model attitude on for the runway?
Full on. Full on. I am so excited. I've been coming to the museum for Art After Dark, for the Halloween celebrations for years, and with COVID, I was so upset that it wasn't going to happen. So when I saw this opportunity, of course I had to grab it.
Of course you did, and you are going to steal the show. I cannot wait. Susan, we love you. Thank you for all you do at the OMA, and slay it out there on the runway. Oh yeah. I am blown away. We are with the most amazing artist. This is Saki, and Saki is also the model of this extravagant, amazing, beautifully inspired winged dark swan. Is that who you are, the black swan?
I would say I'm probably in equal intensity, but I wouldn't say that that's the same story of the character I'm portraying.
Oh, so I'm very curious about the story. And is there a name? Like, once you get into character, who are you?
I'm the Pinion Queen. That's the title of this work, Pinion Queen.
Amazing.
And do you mind if I share the story?
Please share.
So the Pinion Queen is this being who transcends time and space. And there's this composer, an artist who's stuck, and she goes into his universe. She enters the depths of his soul and rescues him from the labyrinth of his own darkness. Because she transcends time and space, so she knows that darkness. And she resurrects him so that he's able to finish his masterpiece.
So she's heroic. She is sort of the savior that frees him and allows for life beyond, maybe?
Yes, so she is a bringer of art, an incidental muse at times, and someone who just is there, like a hero, is there when you need them.
It's amazing. Now, this looks like it weighs 500 pounds, yet look at how slight you are, and you seem to wield these wings effortlessly. So what, can you tell us the material and how you brought this to life?
Sure. So these are made entirely of foam. Each feather was shaped by hand with a heat gun, and it hardly weighs anything, actually. And that's part of the design, was it had to be wearable. Someone had to be able to walk around in this, flap it.
So do you walk around like where you live? Do you like lurk in the neighborhood with your wings, your pinion, flirtation on at night?
I think I would if this were, if I had an occasion to wear it to, but honestly, in recent times there haven't been much of parties to take them to, so.
Wouldn't that be wonderful to show up in your wings?
It would definitely be the main attraction of every party.
Absolutely, but how lucky we are at the Oceanside Museum of Art to feature Saki, your amazing work, your incredible story and inspiration, and the materials to be able to actually make it wearable, because it almost doesn't count. Right? If it looks good, but it's not wearable, it doesn't count. So beautiful, beautiful work. Congratulations on this magnificent artistry, and have fun on the runway, right?
I will. I'm so honored. Thank you, Oceanside Museum of Art, for having me. I'm so excited. So excited.
Well, have fun and fly down that runway with confidence. I know you will. Thank you. I feel like I'm in Japan at the Yoji Yomamoto store with such amazing architecture, beautiful wearable but high style pieces. And look who I run into. The artist. This is Mohammed. Nice.
So nice to meet you. So nice to meet you.
The second I saw your designs, I knew it was sort of Japanese, avant-garde styling. The architecture is amazing, kind of bigger than life shaping, but very flattering at the same time.
Yeah, well, the collection, the actual concept for the collection was basically the migration of refugees and nomads. So what is their sojourn? What are they going through while they're taking things from their homes, forced to flee and go to a totally foreign land? So basically everything is made of heavy, or the fabric is made to be heavy on the body. So it's that kind of like total body experience. So whatever you're trying on, like maybe this coat, it's Scottish wool, so it's heavy, it's super heavy, it's wool coating, and then with this linen and silk blend, I actually had to combine two different fabrics to get that weight, so you feel how it is to be that migrant or to be that refugee, to go through what they did, kind of, in an out-of-body experience in a way, just to feel that. So.
Experience the emotion, to experience the burden of uprooting.
Your shoulders, if you will. Yeah.
There's also something really comforting about having something that envelops you, that feels weighty on your body, like it's almost like a cocoon.
That's exactly what I was going to say.
See, I know you.
That's exactly what I was going to say. It's so weird. But it is kind of like those shapes are cocoon-like because you are, you want to feel that comfort. You want to feel that, like you're back at your home, in your bed, with your family, with loved ones. So.
What an inspirational message, and so touching, during this time to understand, where you come from and what's important. Right. It's having your feet on the ground, having something wrapped around you that offers you comfort. It's a great message.
Yeah, I'm trying. This was kind of like a love and a work in progress. And so the next collections are kind of starting off points from that, or additional points to that.
Well,
so
I cannot wait to see the styling and to see it on the runway. Bring it to life, and congratulations. It's a beautiful collection.
Thank you so much.
Well, what a burst of joy I have come upon. This is the fabulous artist, Renetta, and she will be modeling in our show tonight. I rounded the bend and I saw this burst of color, this amazing joy. It's like, it's like we need bright color and inspiration, and boy, did you bring it. So please tell us your inspiration for this amazing look.
Oh, well, I figured it's been a pretty dark year, especially for artists. We kind of require people to gather with and to present with, and there hasn't been much opportunity for that this year. So I thought, instead of making something dark and creepy, which was my original thought for a Halloween fashion show, I thought, you know what, we've had enough darkness. Let's just make something light and bright and hopeful and fun, and hopefully the audience can smile and enjoy it when it comes out.
Yes, it's like, it reminds me a little bit of the field of poppies in The Wizard of Oz. It's like this field of color and joy and optimism. And so I'm wondering if you have named your character.
Well, I called the piece Awakening because I want it to feel like an awakening of hope in this dark time. But yeah, no, I should come up with a name for my specific poppy.
Right. We'll have to, maybe a P word, like, I don't know, we'll have to brainstorm a really cool name before the show. We have a little bit of time. That'll be fun. And the materials used, I love the texture where you've gone shiny and matte, you've gone pleated and folded. It's like the texture and the color really bring the whole piece to life.
Oh, thank you. I'm comfortable mostly working with fabrics. I'm a costumer for theater productions as my profession. But for an art show, it was kind of fun to branch out, and I found this great green bubble wrap that had this wonderful texture to it. So why not use that? Yeah, there's kind of no rules when you're creating art, so it was a fun thing. My little poof balls up here are loofahs from the dollar store, so wherever you find
the loofahs. Oh, the more we study it, I don't know the word. Polly with the pom-poms and the poof balls and the bubble. I don't know. We'll have to develop that and see if you feel it. And it's a little showgirly too. It's like a little kind of, little movement. Yeah, but you can't sit because of the bubble wrap. That would be...
My bubbles. That wouldn't be very good.
Yeah. Well, you are fabulous, and congratulations on a beautiful submission. Enjoy the show. We have quite a show coming the audience's way, so they're in for a treat. Hi, I'm Jan Arnold, and I'm the co-host and co-MC of this fabulous evening of wearable art. We'll meet the artists backstage. We will see the artistry walk the runway, and we'll learn how wearable art is a real art form that transcends still life art and goes into runway extravaganza. So it is so much fun to meet the artists, see what the inspiration was, learn about the amazing materials that goes into wearable art. Only here at the Oceanside Museum of Art, contemporary, modern, and it will be a fashion extravaganza. Buckle up your seatbelts, it's gonna be cool.
Happy Halloween!
Welcome to the Night of Living Art, an Art After Dark Fashion Extravaganza. Here we are on Halloween 2020, the night of a full hunter's moon, something that hasn't happened since 1944. How about that? I think tonight is going to be a lot of fun, and it's going to be wild. And given it's a full moon, who knows what could go wrong technologically? So if you're having issues, please call the number on your screen. Hello, my name is Jan Arnold, and I'm the co-founder of CND, the world leader of professional hand and nail beauty. I am so honored to be your host tonight, and I am thrilled to share this stage with my wonderful co-host. This is Gwen Bates, Director of Fashion Week San Diego. Welcome, Gwen.
Thank you, Jan. It's such a pleasure to be here tonight. And you know what? First thing first, let's look at those nails. I love those nails. What do you have on? Where can we get them?
Well, these are actually holographic, crisp green shellac manicures. This is from our fall 2020 collection. And guess what? They're available in a salon near you in 93 countries.
Wow, those are super gorgeous. I have mine. Again, my name is Gwen Bates, and I'm the Executive Director at Fashion Week San Diego, a fashion event organization that was founded by Allison Andrews in 2007. And what we do is we launch the careers of emerging designers. I'm also the founder and owner of G-Fash, a red carpet accessory brand that's been shown on major runways and red carpets and award shows such as the Emmys.
As co-founder of CND, I know that nails are 10 fashion accessories that express and truly complete the look. They can complement or even contrast an outfit to tell the whole story about the wearer. It's artistry all the way down to the very tippy toes and fingertips. So much so that OMA hosted the exhibition called Tiny Canvases, The Art of Nails last year as a tribute to the artistry that goes into these incredible tiny canvases. And guess what? We're going to see some very, very cool nails tonight, I can assure you, Gwen.
Well, Jan, I love it all. And I love to say hello to my people at Fashion Week San Diego and my G-Fash Fanatics family. Hi, everyone.
Hi. I should also share the love with my C&D family, Juan, all of the fabulous nail professionals around the world. A special thank you to Bellis Academy, who created the amazing creative looks tonight in beauty, as well as all the talented artists, designers, and creators who have made this event so imaginative and super magical.
Yes, and this year's Art After Dark Fashion Extravaganza celebrates the innovative spirit that exists at the intersection of art and fashion, and the many artists taking the field by storm. I'm just so excited for these local artists and to take center stage tonight with their amazing creations.
I cannot wait. This is an extraordinary opportunity for artists to have an outlet to show their wearable art on the runway. Many have been able to, for the very first time, to participate in an actual runway show. What an incredible opportunity for them. In talking with the artists, so many of them were grateful to have this chance to share their work with the public and stage their work with other very well-known designers.
Yes, and we totally like to thank the artists, OMA staff, volunteers, and you at home for joining us tonight. This event has been my introduction to OMA community, and it's evident by all that what I've seen here so far, Oceanside Museum of Art is doing important work showcasing the artists in the region from TJ to LA. This makes the museum a special place for the cultural community.
For sure. And also a sincere shout out to all of our sponsors who made this evening possible. We could not have done this without you. So let's take a moment and hear from a couple of our sponsors, Visit Oceanside and Front Wave Credit Union.
Good evening. My name is Leslie Gall, and I'm the CEO of Visit Oceanside. As a proud supporter of the Oceanside Museum of Art, I want to welcome you to Night of the Living Art, an Art After Dark Fashion Extravaganza. We are excited to be sponsoring such a vibrant and colorful event tonight. There's never been a more important time for arts and entertainment in our community. Our cultural resources play a vital role in our quality of life, allowing us for those much needed escapes. From a tourism standpoint, you're an important part of the visitor experience, as you provide the opportunity to make new and meaningful discoveries while driving positive economic impact to the region. I've always believed institutions like OMA are essential to creating communities where people want to live, work, and play. Here's to a successful event, OMA, a true O-Side original.
Happy Halloween, Oceanside. I'm Bill Burney, President and CEO of FrontWave Credit Union. As a proud partner of the Oceanside Museum of Art, FrontWave is excited to be a part of the Night of the Living Art Extravaganza. Maria and her crew do a spooktacular job year over year with this event, and we know that no Corona coaster is going to derail them from providing us yet another frightening show. For nearly 70 years, FrontWave Credit Union has been committed to making financial dreams come true right here in Oceanside. And the Oceanside Museum of Art has demonstrated that same commitment in its support of local and regional artists in this wonderful place that we call home. So I want to give a super spooky shout out for all the wonderful work that the vampire crew at the Oceanside Museum of Art do to continue the Night of the Living Art tradition, even when they can't get close enough to get a sneaky bite off of one of their patrons. So please join me. Grab a cup of your favorite potion, gather up to the cauldron. Don't forget to bid in the silent auction. On behalf of FrontWave Credit Union and the Oceanside Museum of Art, thank you so much for what you do. Enjoy the show.
We are truly grateful for all the generous support to bring this grand vision to life. And grand really describes tonight's program beautifully, since we have so much in store for you. At the center of it all is a runway competition showcasing 17 competitors, joined by feature artist Melissa Meyer. Each artist will be competing tonight for a grand prize. The winner will receive a solo exhibition of their art at OMA in 2021. How about that?
Yeah, and don't forget to bid on the essentials. There is an auction element on the Better United platform, so get bidding. You can register your credit card and go to town on getting whatever you want. You know, some of these works are so amazing and they're one of a kind, so you're definitely going to be exclusive.
So if you see me leave sad, it's because I'm shopping. I'm bidding.
Well, if you get to it first.
Okay. Any profits from Night of Living Art will help sustain the OMA exhibition program in 2021. Funds raised will help to stage numerous exhibitions scheduled for next year. And of course, the artists participating in this evening's show will benefit as well. So you can help two great causes: artists in the OMA community and OMA exhibition programming. So how about that? Really exciting.
That's amazing. I have my eyes on that frosted blue top or maybe the airbrush ladies' night jumpsuit.
Oh, yeah.
Also, everyone watching at home has a unique ability to help choose the winner of the People's Choice Award by buying a vote for their favorite artist. The vote costs $1, that's it, and you can buy as many as you want. The artist with the most votes will win a pop-up display in the museum store at OMA. So cool.
So cool. That is fantastic. And there is so much on the line tonight. These artists have been working around the clock for the last 6 weeks, bringing their creations to life, because this is the Night of Living Art. So, are you ready? Are you ready, Gwen?
I'm ready.
Shall we head right on over to OMA to see the first round of artwork hit the runway?
Let's go.
Let's go.
Happy Halloween!
Wheat by Melissa Meyer.
Ajna by Marty Ornish.
Sock Punk Jumpsuit by John Dillamuth.
In Bloom by Diana Carey.
Ladies' Night by Issa Beniston.
Gravity by Muhammad Aziz.
Enra Dadara by Beatrice Mora Hussar. What a stunning start to this evening. I am completely spellbound by these incredible artists and their artwork.
Oh, so am I. The work really changes when it's brought to life by the models. The models create a character of its own with the artwork. So it's really important to see this work in movement.
Yeah.
The models bring so much to this event.
Don't they? What personality. And what a unique experience it is for the artists to be able to see their work on the runway. And for some of the artists, it is their modeling debut as well. How about pressure? In fact, when we were backstage after the show, one young model was leaving, and I overheard her say, "This is something I will remember forever."
Oh, that's so awesome.
Sweet.
Yeah, and you're so right. This is totally a memorable experience and a night for all the models. I would encourage everyone at home to vote because these creations are utterly breathtaking.
And let's not forget the big grand prize. No pressure. There is so much at stake tonight. I'm seriously sitting on pins and needles. And funny enough, that makes me think of all the incredible materials used by our featured artist, Melissa Meyer, who created that mind-bending wheat construction at the top of the show. And I happen to know that the model said it looks soft, but it's anything but. So she was a trooper. Melissa is known as the most incredible artist of organic materials. She has been known to use porcupine quills, eggs, and even rocks. The nature of these materials makes the artistry even more precious since they are not everlasting.
Yeah, it's totally amazing. And you know, the idea for this wheat construction came from her when she was walking her dog through a wheat field in Switzerland.
Isn't that something, seeing the wheat kind
of imagination
flow?
here.
Yes, the braided design ensembles really resembles human hair. The thing I think about is how did she do it? How did she do it with her own fingers? It's really hard to imagine.
I don't know.
The artistry behind Melissa's work is so high fashion. Her designs remind me of Alexander McQueen with that drama and that scale. He was a British fashion designer known for his groundbreaking clothes, his shocking catwalk shows, and precise tailoring. He said, "Give me time and I will deliver a revolution." For me, Melissa's work is a true revolution.
It is very intricate. And I love Alexander McQueen as well. And I also love the length, the silhouette, and the golden wheat color against the model's complexion.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely
the
perfect.
Glow on those
Yes.
cheeks. All right, now for Marty Ornish's artwork. Her goal as an artist is to create art using sustainable textiles or discarded materials that can be repurposed.
The title Ashna comes from Sanskrit and refers to the third eye, signifying a subconscious mind in Hindu tradition.
And I don't know if you can see in the body of the piece a printed face that was part of a vinyl advertisement she actually found 12 years ago.
This work is actually interchangeable. It can be worn without the cape, and the neck piece can be worn as a hat or a crown. And did you know the top part can be worn as a denim dress?
Stop it.
Yeah, I know. Totally blew my mind.
I am bidding on this for sure. The second I laid my eyes on this piece, I knew I had to have it, so watch out. It's extraordinarily avant-garde, yet at the same time, with all those interchangeable pieces, it's incredibly wearable. Walk into a room with that look and you will steal the show. And I must say it's also incredibly unisex, so it's not just for us girls. I can see, as our model did, rocking it with a little man bun.
I love the man bun.
Love it. John Dillamuth's sock punk jumpsuit is an extension to the wild aesthetic that John brings to all of his art. It is made entirely out of socks.
John had a fabulous exhibition at OMA in 2017 where his sculptural gizmos and contraption were on view there for visitors to interact with.
And I have to say, as an accessory, I am obsessed with socks. I collect them and I use them as a must-have accessory with heels, platforms, tennis shoes to add a bit of humor and color to every look, although I never thought of it in a jumpsuit. So again, I think I have to go shopping. This fanciful artistry reminds me so much of my friend and longtime collaborator, the gentleman who made this amazing jacket.
I love it.
Johnson Hartig of Libertine, equipped with inspirations that ricochet between art, fashion, and history. Johnson believes you should never take yourself too seriously and make your style fun and entertaining, and certainly John has done that for all of us.
Yes, and I must say that RuPaul's Nails, created by the winner of season 7 Nails, next top nail artist, Giselle Caballero, took this look all the way on the runway.
They were fierce. All right, now our next look is by Diana Carey, who is an active member of OMA for 5 years and a part of the Artist Alliance.
In Bloom tells a story of anxiety standing at the threshold of adulthood while firmly rooted in childhood, something we can all relate to. This is such a classic silhouette that provides a strong foundation for any look. Further, Diana uses a technique of throwing and splattering paint, something she's perfected on a large canvas and has now transferred into the world of wearable art.
So I have to say, when I saw this beautiful look coming down the runway, it looked like a beautiful garden party coming to life. Yes. It transported me to Alice in Wonderland, that tea party.
I see it.
With Johnny Depp and the bunnies and going down the rabbit hole and all the quirky elements. But for me, the garden party would be more Tim Burton's version. And yes, because it's a little quirky, a little cheeky. You know, the model is wearing this incredible dress, but it's hard as a rock. So there's no sitting at this tea party. And if, okay, if I were to style this look, right? So the piece is amazing, the hat was incredible, but you know what I was craving is to kind of dirty it up a little, maybe ditch the orange lip, maybe deepen the eye a little. I wanted a little more Tim Burton in the look. I'll tell you what I would have done, add some googly eyes to the artistry.
Okay, that would have made it over the top, fabulous, and kind of creepy for a night like this, right?
Exactly.
I would like to see something like that.
Totally. Have you ever worn googly eyes on your nails?
I have not. Do you have any?
Oh, I do. So I'm going to hook you up, and I want to tell you, you can't go anywhere where people are like, are those googly eyes on your
I would
nails?
love that.
Oh, it brings a smile to every face. Yeah, so googly eyes on your checklist.
Check.
Okay, let's move on to our next beautiful piece by Isa Beniston. This is an LA-based artist, but Oma was formative to her growing up as a kid in San Diego. How about that?
Yeah, and this is truly a ladies' night outfit and a fashionable piece. She's not new to the fashion world. Her creations are regularly worn by celebs like Brie Larson and Post Malone.
The ladies' night jumpsuit is entirely airbrushed from head to toe, even behind the collar, a medium she has been working in for about 5 years now.
Yes, and Isa is a strong advocate for items that are wearable to be considered as art and sees her work as conservative and, a conversation starter. And it's definitely something that catches my attention. I see this being worn on a red carpet, fashion show, anywhere.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I'm in love with it. It's super, super tiny though, so I don't know if I can bid on it, but maybe it'll just make my closet look good by hanging it in there.
Well, it can. It can go from the runway to the museum, to the closet, wherever.
To the closet as art in the closet. You know, Isa's work reminds me of an emerging young designer in New York. He's sort of the rave of Instagram. His name is Patrick Church. He has smart, confident collections. He's a British-born designer who presents a playful, more daring future for fashion, where clothes are really designed to inspire joy. And I feel like I felt that same emotion when I saw Isa's jumpsuit. It's graphic, it's smart, it's colorful, and it's designed to be worn by everyone. But may I get snarky just for 2 seconds?
Of
course. Just a little fashion police snark. So what I was craving, I was picturing with that jumpsuit kind of a Billie Eilish, like flat ironed hair with maybe neon tips, neon green tips to the hair. A little more like edgy and rebellious. What do you think?
You know what? I honestly liked it the way it was. And because I'm a sparkle girl, I would have totally just bedazzled it with sparkles in the hair, maybe sparkle makeup, and maybe sparkles on the lips.
Yeah,
but I love it. I love it.
Yeah,
I see this totally fashion, rocking
crystals in the hair.
Yes.
Yeah, why not?
Crystal everything.
I'm with you.
Okay.
Okay, now switching to Mohammed Aziz. He is an apparel and accessories designer with a focus in textile innovation and 3D technology.
His forward-thinking design blends past and present through his desire to merge the preservation of traditional textiles and progressive design methods.
His new line focuses on the intersections of art and fashion with human rights and refugee empowerment. When I met Mohammed backstage, the second I saw his pieces, I flashed back to one of my all-time favorite designers, Yohji Yamamoto.
What a compliment.
Love Yohji. Yes, and he got so excited. He's like, oh, my pieces
too.
look like Yohji. I'm so excited. Yohji is a Japanese fashion designer based in Tokyo and Paris. He is considered a master tailor alongside those such as Madeleine Vianney. He is known for his avant-garde tailoring featuring Japanese design aesthetics. Mohammed's piece pieces are the real deal. To lift one of those jackets, the weight and the fabrication. He had this amazing linen coat that was so heavy but felt so good on, kind of like a modern day cocoon. I also really appreciate Mohammed's styling with the innocence of the model, the little white socks, the little boy shoes, a little punk, but very innocent.
I do. It was definitely innocent, and I love the alluring look of the garment. And the model actually has a really innocent look like Kate Moss.
Totally.
Yes.
Totally. I see it. So now we have this incredible piece by Beatrice Mora Hussar, and this is the first of several that we will see from her collection of skillfully crafted metalworks.
It looks so powerful, but it's totally lightweight and wearable because she works with aluminum. Also, she has a desire to for her work to be worn on the red carpet. Who doesn't? That's great, right? And you know, she just wants people to be able to look at this and to admire it. And I admire it.
And truly, we both did, for sure. I also really appreciate this idea of having, you know, an all black, like an LBD from head to toe, and then you throw on this magnificent dripping armor to really become the statement of the evening. It really becomes urban body ornamentation, and it makes a serious statement of our times and our relationship between our life and nature, because it's metal leaves and elements from nature. And oh my goodness, our model could not have been better. That faux hawk, those dramatic nails, and that attitude. I mean, yes,
right? Yes,
for sure.
And I'm a sucker for accessories, and I know all the hard work that went into this. It was so perfectly crafted and so symmetrical. It was excellent to a T.
It was. And a little jingle jingle when you walk, too, which I
People
like.
can hear you coming.
So that was so much fun. But guess what?
What? What's next?
There's more.
Yay.
Let's go back to the action. The Creature by Andrea Antonorsi.
Wait Under Pyramids by Emmanuel Chema.
Urban Armor by Beatrice Mora Hussar.
Street Lore Couture by Jamie Oliver.
Victorian Power Suit by Lucy Stefanko.
Creeping Vines by Beatrice Moa Hazard.
Oasis by Danielle Zhang.
Opinion Queen by Saki.
Wow, that gave me chills.
It did.
Didn't it?
It did.
I cannot even describe how impressed I am by these outrageous artists. Outrageous really is a correct word. Their creative spirit is both inspiring and totally infectious.
And they're bringing it tonight in a big way.
Yeah.
That last artwork with the massive wings gave me chills,
Woo,
right?
yes.
This is the second time we had chills tonight.
Serious. It's going to happen more, I have a feeling.
I'm
sure. So interesting. We went from the ocean to the sky. So we are covering all of our bases here, right?
Yes,
Good
we
journey.
are.
Highlighting her affinity for the ocean, Andrea Antonorsi is also inspired by her own anxieties and frustrations that seem to ooze out of her, all consuming like a monster during the beginning of this quarantine.
And can you believe she's only 18 years
Wow.
old and a student at High Tech High in North County? She's been sewing, altering, and creating in all mediums as long as she can remember. She's super inspiring.
Such talent. Andrea sees her artwork being worn by the most confident and fashion-forward individuals. I just love this piece. It's so complicated and powerful, just like the ocean. I admire Andrea for having the vision of the sea monster and the talent and precision to bring it to life in such an incredibly dramatic way. For me, scale in fashion design is a key element in order to make a real statement on the runway. Andrea did this perfectly. Everything was right. The model choice, herself, it's
That's
true.
right.
The makeup, the styling. Honestly, there was a moment where I had to pinch myself. Like, I thought she was a real sea fairy, ready to sort of emerge from the sea.
Yes,
Right?
yes, she did look like that, right? I love it. A great interpretation. I really enjoyed this piece. The concept behind it, it was totally inspired, partially by a human brain, and you could see it come to life here. And it's something you can definitely see front row at a fashion show as well. It's very versatile.
Totally, if you're size 1.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's the
right?
only caveat.
Well, it's 2020. We can all do it now.
There you go. Now shifting to Emmanuelle Chama. She is based in Atlanta, Georgia, and sees this piece as a breakthrough to her journey in becoming a real independent artist.
Yes, and this artist describes weight under pyramids as a sensory sculpture fashioned like a 3D dimensional wearable tapestry. Showcasing the therapeutic properties in much of her work, this is a protective and soothing piece of apparel designed to drown out the political and cultural noise right now.
Wow, what timing. There is such an intellectual element to Emmanuelle's work, the intricacy and the spirit in her architecture and fabrication is real art, like sculpture. And I really love how our model was protected, almost like having a cocoon wrapped around her. And then she blossomed in full force with that piece, really bringing it to life, showing us all the aspects of the intricacy of the fabric and those fringe tassels, which I absolutely love the movement. It was beautiful, versatile, and even wearable, even though it's magnificent art.
It is, and it's truly had a lot of texture. And what I liked is that this garment is designed perfectly to represent the times. It's very relevant. And you know what? It could be my very own security blanket right now.
Totally, totally. Give me a blankie. So now, this is the second piece tonight by Beatriz Mora Husar, a Venezuelan born and raised artist. It is straight out of the Game of Thrones. Boy, does it command power.
It does, and she could rule the art universe with her future goals to become an instructor, leading and inspiring others while establishing her own art practice. How does that sound,
Nicely
right?
sound. Yeah, nice sound to that.
It's powerful.
Again, with Beatrice, throw on a sculptural, wearable art, and you are transformed for the night. I appreciate the simplicity, yet the intricacy behind this piece. And I love that it comes in pieces and parts, so you could decide like which ones to rock on your next evening out.
I love it.
And the hand loops, by the way, of this piece becomes a part of communication, a part of the conversation.
It definitely does. And to me, it looks like an avant-garde cape that's unique to the event that you're going to be attending. And I can definitely see myself wearing that.
I could
somewhere.
Too.
I don't know where, but somewhere,
queen,
right?
So,
Thank you.
So now this piece highlights Jamie Oliver's interest in bringing together elements from different eras while including a modern twist. It is timeless fashion.
Yes, and this has been officially dubbed the Mad Max dress by OMA staff for its strong notes of dystopian and avant-garde use of color and materials. And I definitely see the resemblance here.
Oh, completely. It's future forward all the way, complete with the gas mask, which is perfectly appropriate for our times. The styling on this look was great. It was neo-romantic Steve Strange makeup with blinky Palermo hand-painted nails. Every detail was tended to.
Awesome. And you know what? This looks like a Lady Gaga one-of-a-kind statement piece.
Yes.
Something similar to what she wore when she was presenting at the last awards. So I definitely see this being used somewhere, especially on the main stage.
Oh, absolutely. Yes. Next, we have Lucy Stefanko, who is modeling her own piece here. Look at how gorgeous she is. She looks perfect in this juxtaposition of traditional femininity with modern feminism seen in the strong lines of this amazing pantsuit.
Wow, this is so empowering. Lucy is a sophomore at the Art Institute of Chicago, pursuing a BFA in visual arts with an emphasis on fiber arts and printmaking practices.
Wow, that's a lot of science.
That's complex, yes.
Right? Science meets art. She feels this artwork perfectly captures her love of the irreverent and desire to do everything differently. The second I saw this come down the runway, I have to say, I thought of the creator of punk style, the master of new wave plaid, and the mother of androgyny, the fabulous Vivienne Westwood.
Wow.
Didn't it remind you of
does.
Vivienne? And I have to say, we've done the nails for Vivienne in Paris many, many times. And I know a little insight behind the scenes. She would see this beautiful look on a boy.
Wow. You know what? It can go both ways.
Right?
Yeah, and it's 2020, and that's one of the big themes this year.
Yeah.
But you know what? This, to me, almost looks like a modern take on Queen Elizabeth I meets 2020.
Yeah.
And this is their remix.
Yeah, totally. I see the vision. This is Beatriz third and final artwork on display tonight, and let us take this in. Wow.
Creeping Vines is a great example of the artist's use of organic shapes found in the natural world. She creates aluminum body ornaments to motivate others to become more connected with the world around them.
Talk about social distancing.
I
Isn't
see
this
it.
the
Yes.
answer? You throw that on, you're covered.
We all need one.
Yes, but you do it in a dramatic, artistic way, of course. And I must mention the nails that this model wore: shellac, silver shimmer, chrome adornments, even chains that dripped from the fingertips, really bringing the drama to life.
She totally slayed this. And did you know that this model is actually a physician?
No way.
Yes, and she carried this piece
Wow.
so well with those amazing nails that she showcased. She totally came from work and went straight to the runway.
She
Yes.
was power.
She is.
Absolute power. So next we have Danielle Zhang, another member of the OMA Artist Alliance, and she has created her first dress at the age of 11, growing up in Beijing, China. 11. Wow.
Wow, that's young. Oasis is a natural extension of the artist's lifelong fascination with design through her practice as a landscape architect.
Oh, you can see it here.
You can.
The engineering behind this piece is brilliant, and as odd as it sounds, I think I would wear this piece. At least the model sort of exuded this amazing confidence where I said, I could do that. And what I saw a warrior princess in the forest, serious about her mission. She is the winner of the Hunger Games. She is Katniss Everdeen, the heroine of the American dystopian science fiction adventure film series. How's that?
You said it perfectly. Enough said. It has both a natural grace and a structure to the artwork that I can truly appreciate as a designer myself.
Absolutely. This artwork fully demonstrates Saki's desire to turn ordinary materials into otherworldly creations. And when this picture came up, she almost scared me. Just for a moment, I had to like catch my grounding here. Look at this.
It's amazing. And you know what? She's actually a collaborator at heart. So Saki described that her vision behind this piece came from a collaboration with a musician. These wings were designed to loom over the artist at the piano in an upcoming music video.
Oh, it makes sense.
And now it's here.
Oh, it makes total sense. And she did not want to use real feathers because, of course, she didn't want to harm any birds in the making of art.
Awesome.
Instead, she shaped each of these foam feathers by hand. Maleficent and Black Swan must be two of my all-time favorite movies, but here we saw a new queen rise to power. This was the Pinion Queen, but the challenge here was to find a material that was rigid enough to support the wings, but flexible enough to fly and be realistic. It had to be lightweight and wearable in order to come to life on the runway and take flight. Saki did, creating a dramatic and most memorable event this evening.
And definitely my favorite wings of all time, period.
Yeah.
And you know, we've all been missing the Victoria's Secret's runway shows, so this was quite the treat for me.
Right, we
Yeah,
needed our wings.
Yes.
It has just been so inspiring, I just have to say, not only to see these works of art spring to life on the runway, but to kind of delve a little deeper into each artist, to know what their inspiration was, what drives them. But tonight, they certainly have their eye on the prize. So please do not forget to vote for the designer that speaks to you the most. And are you ready for more art? There's more art.
I'm ready.
I'm ready. All right, well, let's get back to the show. Belladonna by Susan Lafica.
Blossom by Danielle Jean.
Midnight Stars by Christiane Moore.
Goldberry by Taylor Payne.
Awakening by Renetta Lloyd.
Beatitudes by Sean Michael Geddes.
Corn by Melissa Meyer. And just like that, 18 artists, 22 artworks, countless hours of design and construction, blood, sweat, and tears. Each work truly a labor of love. And Gwen, I am just really, I feel like I have chills everywhere. I'm overwhelmed by the combined power of the creativity and the display that we saw on the runway tonight.
I am too. And you know what? I couldn't agree more. So many pieces not only made me stop in my tracks, they also made me think as well. The designs, the messaging, and the execution presented by each of the artists this evening, it was just profound. They all deserve a round of applause.
Yay to all of you, a round of applause. But please, ladies and gentlemen, let's not forget our grand prize. The winner will win a solo exhibition at OMA in next year, 2021. And this will be announced in a matter of moments. So please don't sneak away. You have to hear who our winner is. And we still need your help in selecting the People's Choice Award, which is a pop-up display at the museum store. So please don't forget to vote.
It's all about taking risk.
So here we go. Let's take a look back.
Let's go.
Susan Lafica's father was a fine artist from Buenos Aires, and her mother was a master seamstress from Sicily, Italy.
So you can definitely tell that designing is in her genes here. Her Ferrari couture artwork emphasizes the joy of accessorizing with elegance and beauty. The skirt portion of the artwork is made from 2 wall sconces. The hand-painted vintage roses came off a breadbasket. The frame is an actual vintage antique, and the figure is a this is a tongue twister, Fontanini
Fontanini.
Susan.
Yeah, you have
Susan collected in Italy.
You have to
Fontanini,
do it
the Italian way.
Susan's metalwork is intricate and feminine with a refined and magical twist. The museum store features her birdcage corset that even has a little blue birdie on the perch of the door. Wear it or display it. These pieces are precious and collectible. And please note the hand-sculpted roses on the nails of the model, all made with nail sculpting mediums. Everything handmade.
Oh my gosh,
Wow.
like, wow. How do you say that in Italian?
Oh my gosh, bella, molto bella.
There you go,
There
va
you
bene,
go,
va bene.
molto bene. Oh, so this is the second artwork of the night from artist Danielle Zhang, a cocktail dress covered in huge flowers.
Yes, and this captured her whimsical and adventurous spirit honed from years of travel around the world with her sketchbook.
The runway always requires dramatic scale to make a statement, and the drama of these flowers makes it fanciful and fun. And by the way, who wouldn't want to walk into a party? Okay, right now, any party, but
Anything
who
will
would
work.
who would not want to walk in wearing this fabulous piece? Count me in.
You know what, Jan, I totally agree with this. And the drama of the flowers, it really pulled me in. And it reminded me of Dolce & Gabbana. You know how they have the beautiful headpieces, and it's just elaborate. And the color scheme with the vampire red and the white, I love it. Yes.
It worked. Christiane Moore is an artist and entrepreneur operating a self-owned clothing and manufacturing company, the perfect combination of left brain and right brain.
Yes, and this exquisite gown, Midnight Stars, has a fascinating story. It was created in collaboration with a scientist and inspired by cells in the central nervous system and their role to make healthy connections between neurons.
That's science. That's hardcore.
That is, right?
Yeah. I remember back in the day, Oscar de la Renta made extravagant pieces using feathers for movement and elegance on the runway. This piece is so couture, wearable all the way, but with intellectual artistry at its very finest. So now, I must say, really quickly, for me, the styling didn't totally hit the mark. I was craving Uma Thurman, Pulp Fiction, Dark Eye. I wanted to be a little more punk. What do you think?
You know what? I like it the way it was because I like that whole Moulin Rouge. And you know what? You could wear this out to a gala, to a fashion event, and then you can make it edgy like you want.
Yep.
So it's very versatile again.
Something for both
right?
of us.
Yes, that's right.
I like it. This dramatic and ethereal piece highlights Taylor Payne's training in costume design.
The level of detail is exciting. Note the hand-felted bodice, the shimmering colors that add such fluid movement, and the flowing chiffon.
Movement in fashion is so important, and it really requires all of these different fabrics to create fluidity on the runway. And I thought the styling was magnificent from head to fingertips. I love the Michael Halpern dramatic stiletto nails that look like crystals dripping from the fingertips.
Oh my goodness. You know what? I love everything crystal, so
Yes.
that's all you had to say right there. And
Sold.
including those nails. And I think the best thing about this look is how it came to life on the model.
Yeah, the model was fabulous.
Yes, she was.
And now Renetta Lloyd is also a costume designer working in San Diego and wants the audience to feel an awakening of hope and happier times ahead.
Yes, and wait until you hear this. This artwork has a lot of mechanical daring. The artist went through a pretty extensive trial and error process to engineer the opening and the closing of the petals, the signature movement of the piece, and several trips to the hardware store. But she pulled it off tonight here at OMA.
Did she
With
ever?
swag.
And this is madcap, fun, fun, fun. And I remember designers 20 years ago called Heatherette. And on the runway, it was all about graphic color, optimism, playfulness. You know, it's all about theater on the runway.
It is, and this was over-the-top details and a lot of action going on here. It opened, it closed, it had lights. What didn't it do?
Please. Nature and biology provide creative inspirations for artists in so many ways, like in Sean Michael Getty's Bee Attitudes, honoring bees for their spirit of creation and diligence.
And this is kind of funny here. In fact, the artist actually has a lifelong allergy to bees. But he's grateful to those little hard-working pollinators who keep our world alive. It's something that we can all get aboard on.
Totally. And as a proud member of the LGBTQ community, Sean Michael reminds us of a quote that RuPaul says, which is, "We all wake up in the morning and do drag. We paint on the face, do up the hair, adorn ourselves with clothing to make ourselves and our lives more fun." So I love this attitude. We thank the community for their extraordinary sense of both style and smile, and reminding us never to take fashion too seriously. And FYI, the tie-dyed fabric, love, it's like a fashion classic now.
I love it. Yes, tie-dye everything.
Yep.
Such an all-inclusive night here at OMA, and truly spectacular with all designers from all walks of life.
The second and final piece, featured by artist Melissa Meyer.
This architecturally inspired dress uses multicolored corn kernels, both popped and unpopped.
She was actually inspired to begin this creation while eating popcorn, sitting on her couch during the pandemic.
What an inspiration. What an inspiration. Excellent construction and a great way to end the show with a massive popcorn bang.
Such a theatrical and luscious group of artwork, practically bursting with color and joy at every step. From beginning to end, these have been truly breathtaking group of artwork coming to life this evening on Halloween night. And you know what? We need to see every single one of them again. So let's say, Gwen, let's head back to the runway for our grand finale.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Happy Halloween!
Wow, can you believe what a finale?
I know, it was just amazing. Again, these artists deserve all the praise in the world for their achievements tonight. Here we are about to announce the grand prize winner.
Ah, I'm dying.
Are you?
Yes,
okay.
I'm ready.
Because I was going to ask, how hard was it for you to decide on an artist out of a pool of such amazing artists?
So I have to admit that it took me a really long time looking at the art, going back and forth, really analyzing the creativity and the expertise and the technology. We looked at every aspect of this work of art, and as well to really look at the wearable art interpretation they delivered.
Yes, and that's right. We also considered the level of creativity that was demonstrated on the runway and even spent time researching their portfolio of work.
That's right.
It was such a close decision, and in my mind, everyone here is truly a winner tonight.
Yes.
Okay. The Art After Dark grand prize goes to...
Okay, are you ready, everyone?
Well, wait, we actually have a tie.
We have a tie. Okay, are we ready?
I'm ready.
To announce our tie, our grand prize goes to Saki and Marty Arnish.
Yes.
Cheers!
Cheers! Congratulations to the both of you, and cheers to everybody involved, from designers to artists to the OMA staff, for a remarkable night of living fashion and living art.
To all of you, to our winners, Gwen, we have to
yes, to
consummate
you
our
too,
toast.
and your nails.
So now stay tuned, everyone, as both artists will have their own solo exhibition coming up in 2021 at OMA. I just know both of these shows are going to blow our minds. I can't wait.
Oh, they will, I know. And for those of you who can't wait until 2021, we have a treat in store for you to satisfy your curiosity. Now that you've seen it on the runway, you'll want to see these amazing wearable art pieces up close and in person. All of the incredible pieces that you saw this evening will be on view at OMA,
nice.
yes, for 1 week only, November 1st through November 8th. So we encourage you to come out to the museum, look at the craftsmanship and the artistry involved in all these incredibly unique designs.
Oh, I can't wait to see it again up close and personal.
I can't either.
And don't forget, you can vote on the People's Choice Award all the way through the pop-up exhibition. The winner will be announced the day after it closes on November 9th. So there is still time for you to place your votes for your favorite artist. And you can continue to bid on these stunning works of art all the way until midnight, November the 8th as well. There is still time, don't forget, to grab a piece of art straight from your screen and into your home. I'm going shopping after this.
So am I.
So I would like to say thank you all for tuning in tonight to support our fabulous artists, the Oceanside Museum of Art, and the arts in your community. What an extravaganza of high fashion and brave artistic vision.
Well, wait a minute. The party hasn't stopped. DJ Mandy Mixes is standing by in her Zoom to keep the festivities going. To join the after party, just click on the image that pops up on your screen after we say goodbye. You'll still be partying. If you have any trouble getting there, you can find the link in your email as well.
All right, time to party.
All right. Goodbye.
Bye, everyone. Have fun. See you at the party. Cheers.
Happy Halloween!